All right, so they're gonna look a little bit different. You won't see any of the major lifts in this program. Let me check to make sure. But I know for a fact we start off with front squats, then going to overhead press. Let me see what I got to ended off with. I pull superset of pull up, so you won't see any of the major lifts in this exercise, but today's more of a recovery day for my posterior chain. Overhead press, we're gonna get pretty heavy. Front squat, I don't know what we're gonna do, but the one thing I love about front squats is the depth you can get with them. That doesn't come whenever you back squat, so. Probably won't get too heavy just because of, like I said, today's supposed to be a lighter squat day. All right, so we're about to knock the first set out, 185. Don't want to get too heavy just because I'm trying to recover. So I got squat again Friday or Saturday, so go ahead and knock the first set out. See how it feels. If it feels extremely light, then we'll go a little bit heavier, but goal isn't to be extremely fatigued for Friday. Yep. That's the working set. Two more. The beautiful thing about front squat as well is that they don't tax the central nervous system as much and the posterior chain, so you don't have to take as much rest in between. See, squat out, still be resting, but with front squats, I can go ahead and get back into it, but just because of it doesn't tax as much of one because it's not as much weight, and two because the weight isn't so much on the body. See, it's in the front rack position, which is with the front squat, but it's on my whole back whenever I do back squats. So, and now that I think about it, I think it's really because of the weight. But I don't know. Even when I squatted 315, when I front squatted 315, it didn't feel as fatiguing. But then again, it was relative because that was when I was squatting 450, 445. So, and if I say I squatted 450, I lied. But I rounded up just because 445 take too long to say, so I can say 450. So now my sister squatted 455. So, but not when I squatted mine. See, I was on my little hiatus when she squatted hers. Let's get that straight though. Let's get that straight. So set two. One more set to go. So last set. It's crazy how quickly you do front squats. It's gonna take. I started front squatting like 420. I'll be done by 430. And no, I'm not like, dang, you taking a long time, but not with squats, actual back squats. Might be 540 before I finish, and possibly after that. But last set feels good. I'll go ahead and get an overhead squats and go ahead and kill this workout. But third set. One thing I gotta focus on too whenever I front squat, not letting my ankles roll over inside of my knees cave in. Not necessarily knees cave in, but my feet, the pronate, I want to say. And that's supinate. That's pronate. So my ankles to cave in. So intentionally keep my ankles straight, be flat on the floor, pressing through that midfoot. I don't need the overhead press. All right, so we did our warm up with the bar. My goal for real is just to do 135. If I can do more than that, that's perfectly fine. I really don't want to do less than that though, because it's only five. It's only 5 reps, so 3 sets of 5 should be chill. I did 35 each side whenever I was demonstrating to the students, so and it felt decent. Like I can make it look easy, like I want to in front of students. But it's another warm up set. Yeah, that's a light for real. All right. So we'll go ahead and skip straight to the 45s. I don't know if I'm gonna count. I'm gonna do 1 if it's heavy. Then I'll keep it. But if not, then I'll scratch it. So one thing you want to focus on whenever you're doing your overhead press is keeping your body straight. You don't want to get caught up here and try to turn it into like an incline press because you have nothing supporting your back and your spine's out of position. So you can end up hurt yourself. So one thing I tell my athletes is keep your eyes forward, because if you keep your eyes forward, it'll keep your head neutral. If you look up to where the bar is going, then you have a tendency to lean back. But if you look forward, that'll help you keep your body forward. So all right, sticking with 135. And honestly, could I go heavier? Yeah, if I'm going for a 1 rep max. But I have 3 sets of 5. And y'all saw how it was shaking a little bit. I was like, you know what? By the 3rd set, that's going to be pretty heavy. So let me go ahead. And that's not. See, I done talk myself into more weight. That still counts for my working set, though. But I'm going to grab the 5s and put them on there, since y'all want to be all on my case like that. So we'll end up doing, and I may not count that depending on how I feel. I got time. But we'll end up doing 145 for at least the last 2 sets. Possibly all 3, depending on how I'm feeling. So that's why I don't really mess with y'all like that, man. Y'all be making people go up in weight. But the fact that I said I was reserving in the tank for the 3rd set, and then y'all started judging people. Y'all was like, "Oh, so you saving? You ain't gonna work as hard as you possibly can." I know how y'all thoughts be. I know how y'all thoughts be. So, gosh, leave me alone. Let me do me. All right. I don't know if I should go into the 2nd set this early, but I am. Like with squat, it's I'm gonna take my time with squat. I'm gonna keep it real. So I'm gonna take my time with squat. Anything else, I knock the reps out easy. And that's one thing from my college days when I used to work out with my homeboys on Jamal and Ronnie know what I'm talking about, where we used to take no rest in between. No rest. Now I'm gonna take my rest with squats. Leave that. But anything else, like I guess my body's accustomed to just go, 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 go. And so we're gonna go. And the reason why I only go down as far as to my nose is because I don't want to get my triceps too involved. I get enough of that with bench. So I just come down, touch my nose. back up, down, touch my nose, then back up. And yeah, when I come down, you may see me lean back a little bit, but that's just to get my head out the way. So I'm here. When I come down, get my head out the way, push, and I push my head right back through. So I ended up not showing y'all my third set just because I thought I was gonna have a fourth set in me of work instead of 145, but my technique started to fall apart. So I wasn't, you ain't see me leaning that far back, but I was a little bit back. So I was like, you know what? Instead of me compromising my form and technique and my body just for a little extra work, I was like, you know what? We're gonna chill at the 3 sets. Just have first set being 135 and the next 2 sets being 145. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our high pulls and pull-ups. I'm gonna have a snatch grip on this just because I wanted to translate to my more explosive movements like hang snatch. So, or I want to translate a hang snatch. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the snatch grip. Probably getting heavier than 95 pounds on this. I don't know what I put as the rep range. Probably 5 and then 10 for the pull-ups. I may use a band for the pull-ups for the second 2 sets. And I don't have pride. I know I can do probably about 15, 20 pull-ups straight, but I also understand that me working my muscle is more important. So if I got to pull a band out, compromise how I look at other people, is fine. Now, in regards to talking to the camera, ain't nobody in here right now, so I'm a little more free. But I got to work on talking to the camera, which talking to y'all and not worrying about what's going on around me. So it's just building that confidence. That's all it is. All right, so I just looked on my phone. It is 3 sets of 5 for high pulls. Then we got 3 sets of 10 for the pull-up. So I probably will. Well, I don't know. Pull-ups might have got a little bit stronger. So let's go ahead and knock these out. Five. I don't care if y'all think I'm weak. Only doing 95 pounds. Yeah, what it is. All right. 2 more sets. All right. On to the second set. And I promise you I already feel it in my lats, the pull-ups in my lats. So I already know this band gonna come up. But well, now it's first set of 5. Second set of 5 actually, but eventually I want to get to a dynamic variation of the high pulls. That way I can go ahead and get that snatch variation in there. Ooh. I don't know who band this is, but we're about to use it. All right, so we're done with the workout for today. Ended up doing front squats, 185. Overhead press ended up being first set of 135, second 2 sets of 145. Last Group exercise was high pulls with a snatch grip, superset of pull-ups. Pull-ups worked for real. I'm excited to see where my lads get to go regarding how big they can get from doing the pull-ups. I haven't done them in a while, trying to get back to the point where I can knock out 20 straight. So today was a little different workout. Wasn't as taxing on the posterior chain, but I know I got to recover a little bit. So Friday we have squats and trap bar deadlifts. Like I said, I took deadlifts completely out just because I don't like them as much. How some people take squats out of their workout. I take deadlifts out of my workout. So gonna get back in here. As y'all see me progress and as y'all see me go through my workouts, you'll see them get more of a athletic focus on it. I decided that's gonna be my niche, training from an athletic perspective, where we don't get crazy sport specific just because you still want to build strength, but we do get specific in regards to training our musculature in the way in which we'll use it on the field. So about to go ahead and get out of here. It's about to be 5 o'clock. Got to go home, shower, get ready for school, and get on with my day. So peace out. See y'all again next time.